forget the name of it, but I just remember the name, but I forget.
Well, poaching, was that poaching, the whiskey they used to make up?
Yes.
Didn't Dan McGlynn used to have always a bottle on hand?
Yes, he used to make poaching in his young days.
Did he?
Himself and his brother.
Up in the hills, huh?
Up in the hills, way up. In a backward place up in the hills.
But even in later days he used to have a bottle that he would...
Yes, well, someone used to get it for him and Glenn killed, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because he would always treat us to a little shot when
Yes.
we'd go there.
Yes, that's right. He always liked the poaching. He was very fond of the drink.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a nice house that you had there.
It was a nice house. Oh, just a room and kitchen. The old house was a room and kitchen.
One room and
One room and kitchen.
And the new house was what?
Was 2 rooms and a kitchen. Bedroom, 2 bedrooms and a kitchen and a scullery.
Did you have a big dining room? I remember, did you?
Oh,
Remember
well,
we had a big feed
yes,
there.
well, that's what I made a dining room of that, and if anyone was coming, I made a bedroom of it too.
Oh, you used
I
to.
put a bed in it.
Uh-huh. But it was a lonely place. There was no tree. It was bare and all.
It was. Well, it was in the beginning, but when I was leaving it, there were plenty of trees in front of the house,
That's good.
or outside of the house, that he planted himself. And
I'm sure in the winter it got cold over there, huh?
oh, that surely.
Yeah.
I had no notices in my younger days. I wasn't very young indeed, but
Yeah.
I had no notice in the cold.
You didn't.
And we used to get a terrible lot of heavy snowfalls.
Did you?
Used to cover the sheep on the hill.
Mm.
If they were in under a brow on the side of our river or side of our train or a barn.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be covered sometimes, and sometimes they would be lost, some of them would die with suffocation.
Did Dan have to go out and check on them, like
Yes.
after a snowfall?
Yes, indeed, he had to go up to the top of the hill, and the snow going up to nearly the top of us Wellingtons.
Really?
And I was watching out all the time to see would be all right. I could see from the back window up the hill, up to the top of the mount. There was a hill opposite us we called the mount,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to, his land was going up to the top of the mount.
Mm.
And I had a great time.
It's nice that you still keep in touch with Dan's family.
Yes, I liked my in-laws, yes. And
Yeah.
Dan was very good to them too.
Mm-hmm.
He would now treat them if they were getting married or anything like that. He would always like to treat his people. He was very, very great with his sisters.
Mm-hmm.
He was very fond of his sisters and brother, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe and Maggie and Anne.
Yeah. And even Jim Ward, who removed the
Yeah.
range yesterday, is a
Yes.
nephew of Dan, right?
Yes, he taught a lot of Jim Ward. And Michael Ward was working with us when his brother that's in Scotland now, he worked with Dan, worked for Dan one time,
Oh,
when
okay.
he was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Michael Ward. He's the oldest of the family,
Mm.
2 boys. And he's always very connected, and that's why I like to keep up with them too. I like them, you know.
Oh, you
I
do?
like my nephews and laws, as well as my own people.
Well, we used to remark when we would visit you in Cumric how happy you looked there.
Yes, oh,
Even though it was a bleak looking place,
yes,
the neighborhood and all, but
yeah.
you seem very, very content and happy.
Yes, oh, it was a very nice place, I liked it.
And you like the McGlynns.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Ward, who took the range out yesterday, has done other things in the house here, hasn't he?
Oh yes, he got in he made the toilet for us, got in the water for us, got the tin roof repaired.
On the barn.
And got the doors on the barn and byre. He's done a lot of things here.
He's a fast worker too. I couldn't believe
Yes, he's a fast worker.
how quickly he did that job yesterday.
Yes, oh, he's a fast worker right now.
Yeah. And Jim is going to watch the house now that you leave it, right? We gave him the key.
He's going to watch the suit from Stephen down.
And we all feel that the house is in good hands with Jim as kind of
yes. It is.
the caretaker.
Because he's a tradesman and he knows. Well, John Skip would be all right too to come and see sometimes, but he's not a tradesman. Jim would know best.
Would you look forward to coming back and visit the little cottage here after?
Yes. Well,
Maybe sometime we're over.
If I'm living in Welsh, if I'm so helpless, I suppose it maybe I wouldn't. That depends on how I feel.
How you feel.
But
But that will be a part of when we come back. We'll
yes.
look forward to bringing you back for a day.
Yes, Mr. Johannes used to come back on a visit to see the place and go back again.
Yeah.
Kane used to bring him up to see the place and maybe have a meal in Kane's or a dinner and go back again in the evening.
That would be nice.
Pleased with that.
We would enjoy doing that, and
Oh yes.
you would
I
enjoy
suppose
it.
you would.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're off to the Glasser Chew, is it? Glasser Coo.
Yes, well, with God's help, I hope. The forecast is good for 3 days,
Oh,
so tomorrow will be good. It says the Saturday, Sunday and Monday will be good.
good. Do you think the weather was more severe when you were young than now, or like the winters?
Yes, the weather was more severe. Surely we had a lot of frost and snow. Oh, the seasons that's coming now, they're very nice, compared to the old time. Old, when I was young.
Less snow now and less storms now.
Yes, there's no storms, there are not no hard thunderstorms, thank God. Bad like they used to be long ago, years ago.
And how about the summers?
Oh, the summer used to be very good too.
And this past summer was very good, right?
Yes, this past summer was very good. It was the best since 1995.
Oh,
And they said that on the forecast.
okay, Madge. So we're gonna bid adieu to Drimnaha now, and we'll be in Glasser Chew tomorrow then.
Yes, please God.
So any final thoughts about Drimnaha, Madge?
Yes. Well, I don't put much notice as I go up in years. I put not notice on anything. Honestly, God, that's the way I am. And before this, I used to be very excited. But now, when I'm old, I don't take much notice of anything.
I think that comes with getting old. You
I think must be it has come.
You don't get too sad, or you don't get too glad, or whatever.
No, that's true.
But you've got that's part of it.
Part of it. Old age.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for
Oh, you're welcome.
sharing all those memories with us. That
Oh,
was
you're welcome.
very nice. Okay. John said we have to put the potatoes on for the dinner.
Yes, yes.